Obviously, a big fight week again. These are nothing new to you at this point, but this one does seem crucial given how the last fight went and stuff. Do you feel like this has kind of got a big bearing on the future from here, this matchup?
Probably not as much as you think it does, right? Every fight to me is do or die. So that's the only reason why losing sucks so much, right? So, but we looked at a lot of things in the last prep, in the last fight, and the way I felt in the fight, some mentality surrounding it, and we made adjustments. And they're going to pay dividends on Saturday.
Robert Whittaker says he doesn't want to just come here and beat you. He wants to come in here and hurt you. He's saying that he wants to bring the animal back out of him, and he's coming here. When you hear those words, how does that make you feel?
I don't trust on him. Don't believe. I think he tried hard. Maybe his team try bring back the desire for him, put in his mind, you need to be like a young lion. But yeah, it's not his style. He's more counter, and it's special when he say that about fighting against a guy like me who really can knock him out if he engage in the fight. I think this is not true. I think he's trying his best. I appreciate that. I just hope he brings the best version of himself. I'm prepared. Bro, I'm different from, from that guy that you guys saw against Vittorio, against Luke Rockhold. I did a lot of improvements. I'm faster. I'm dangerous, more dangerous than before.
And Paulo's here as well. We saw him a couple hours ago at this point. Is it a little bit of a sigh of relief knowing that he made it in town and it seems like everything is good?
I was never worried, to be honest. But he's here, I'm here, we're fighting.
Yeah. And how do you think this plays out? I mean, you've obviously had multiple opportunities to think about it. I don't know if the game plan or the approach has evolved over time, but as you go in here, what do you kind of make of him and assess this matchup?
He's a great fighter. He's been in the conversation of the top 10 forever. He's a good fighter. He's a power puncher. He pushes forward. He likes controlling and dictating the fight through that way. But I don't think he's encountered anyone like me. I don't think anyone has until they come up against me. And, mate, I've done everything I've ticked every box, I've crossed every T, I've dotted every I in the last few months leading up to this fight. So I'm going into this fight just cocked and ready.
You mentioned you want to have the best version of him. What did you think of the version of him that fought Dricus du Plessis?
I didn't put attention on that. I'm just focused on myself. I don't know about... he used to be a champ, right? He's a former champ. I just hope his best days have not gone because I want to put his name on my record as a good name that I beat.
Who would be a more important rematch to get back for you at this point, Dricus or Izzy, do you think?
Dricus is a sore spot for me because I didn't turn up. I didn't perform. And, it's important for me to run that back.
Do you think it's a good idea for him to make a quick turnaround for UFC 300 like they seemingly want to do with him and maybe Izzy or Hamzat?
He can do whatever he wants. What do I care?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you want him to still be the guy on top when you fight for that belt again.
Mate, I'll get to him. It's fine.
Perfect. Thanks.
Fight Whittaker a while back. So did you change your approach this time around, or is it the same approach you had going into the original scheduled bout?
Actually, I didn't make a whole training camp to fight Whittaker. Never. I had some talks about fight him, but it's never become true, like a real one, So this is the first time that I trained for fight Whittaker.
Rob, Paulo was in here earlier and he was saying that despite the fact he hasn't fought, he's had like a couple of camps right before the fight fell apart, and so he's improved a lot as a fighter. But do you think you kind of need to have those fights in between camps to be able to put what you've been working on into practice? Because otherwise, if you go in there, could you just revert to type if you haven't been using them in live situations?
100%. It's like a sprinter learning how to sprint by reading. You can't practice that. You need to. You need to get in there. You need to test the waters. You need to see what happens. Like, as much as I hate the way the fight played out with Dricus, I learnt a lot from it. I remember the feelings I had in there. So now I know what I need to make sure not to happen again.
Was that a unique experience, the Dricus fight? Had you ever experienced something similar to that previously and you sort of thought, oh, I recognise this? Or was it just completely like, oh, shit, I'm not firing when I should be, and so on?
It was different. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Wasn't fun.
Paulo, we also heard rumors about Khamzat Chimaev being in talks to fight for the title. Would it be more special if you were able to take the belt from him when you finally fight for the title again?
Yeah, of course, everybody knows I don't like the guy, but I don't think too much people, many people take he so serious anymore. You know, he just stopped to fight. He didn't beat anybody in the middleweight division, top contenders or something, or even top 15. He didn't beat anybody in the top 15 middleweight division. How you can take this guy serious? You know, he barely cold beat Usman in 10 days short notice. Usman is a welterweight. He didn't cut away to middleweight. And everybody saw that fight. I was there. Even the guy jumping me in the ground is crazy, you know. But I'm like this beef between countries and cultures and two guys. But after beat Whittaker, bro, I will not want to hear his name. Fuck him. He need to do something. He need to beat somebody at least top 10 in the middleweight. He didn't yet, and I don't think he's capable to do that. Thanks, Fabian. You know, that's my thought about him. That's my thought. I was there. I would, of course, I would like to fight him at Abu Dhabi. It's not happened. Okay, I was frustrated, but I'm here right now, and I'm gonna fight a guy much more qualified than him. You know, Whittaker has better credentials than him ever had, and yeah. So I don't believe he gonna jump, you know, and fight for the belt before me.
You've mentioned a couple of times in the build-up to this that you're trying to bring the beast back and you're going in there to hurt Paulo, not just beat him. How does that look in training? What exactly do you need to do practically to bring the beast out and be more aggressive?
I'll also address, I think people are misunderstanding, it's not personal. There's nothing personal. Like, we're in the fight game. Like, I'm trying to hurt him as a means to victory. And, you know, respectfully, I'm sure he's trying to do the same thing. It's just one of those things where I don't want to just win. You know, I want to finish him. I want to get in there and I want to finish him. I want to put all the work that I've spent months doing and grinding it and bleeding and sweating for to action. And I think that is how I will get satisfaction.
Is that something you can train specifically, aggression? You can just train that in the way you hit pads and the way you spar, or how do you train?
Yeah, I think it's a mentality. I do. I think it is the way you approach training for the months out of a fight. Every time I went to the gym, I was trying to win everything. I was trying to win my pad sessions. I was trying to win my matches, my rolls, my rounds, my spars, everything. Everything I wanted to win. I wanted to turn into a dogfight. I wanted to, give everything I had. And I do think that bleeds over.
Is that just something like the Dricus fight almost can happen and reignite your passion for the sport and passion for training, whereas if you've been doing it and successful so long, you can almost go up and go to work as opposed to go in there and try and win?
Mate, complacency is a toxin. You know, it creeps up on you. You don't realise it's there until it is. And as much as I hate the way it happened, it was kind of the kick up the arse I needed, right?